Now at 6 on Connecticut's news station, firefighters are still battling flames at an abandoned factory in Naugatuck. We'll tell you how that's impacting neighbors, including a daycare this morning.
And state lawmakers back in Hartford today for a special session, what they're expected to tackle.
And a ballot battle is going on in Bridgeport. We'll tell you what a judge decided about the case when it comes to evidence being presented before the court.
All local, all morning. This is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good Tuesday morning. Thanks for choosing us here at Fox 61. I'm Erica Arias.
And I'm Tim Lammers. Good morning. All right, let's get you started with the forecast. Meteorologist Matt Scott joins us now here at 6. Good morning, sir.
Good
the rain
morning
stopped?
to you. Getting
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
A little bit left.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Surprised you left.
I'm going to show you that in a minute. Just a little bit. Most of you are not seeing anything, but there's still a couple of showers we have to deal with as we slowly turn the corner. Morning rain, just a little bit, and then a slow clearing in the afternoon. And speaking of slow sunshine and a slow warm up coming over the next couple of days. Yeah, there's just a few of you that are getting wet, but there are a couple of light showers that we'll deal with this morning right now over Marlboro, Hebron, Colchester along Route 2, Lebanon, Route 87 approaching Willimantic and Wyndham. Not a big deal at all. You'll see as we expand the view, a little more rain over the lower Hudson Valley starting to develop a little bit. We'll keep an eye on that, see if that crosses over into Danbury along 84, down into the Fairfield County region as well. 57 in Hartford, 60 in New Haven, 61 in Groton. Wind still breezy out of the north and the east, 5 to 15 miles an hour. That'll take a little bite out of those numbers. The clouds went out today. Late in the day, may get a little bit of sunshine, but temperatures still not reflective of where they should be for late September, topping out only in the low 60s. We have a warm up. We have a sun up. We'll tell you when, so wake up, and we'll have that coming up in a few minutes. Speaking of woken up, here's Rachel Piscatelli. Good morning. You have woken up.
I've been up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've been up for several hours.
Just double checking.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning.
Oh, yeah. I'm already 2 cups of coffee in.
There you go.
Might go get a third. I don't know. Feeling like I'm living on the edge this morning. All right, it's 6:02 now, and we have one incident that we're following on 84 eastbound over in Waterbury this morning. This is going to be a stalled tractor trailer that is just out by exit 18. It does look like emergency crews are working on clearing that scene right now. We have a couple of police cruisers out there and likely a flatbed too, but just can't see that right now. So the right lane is closed. This is going to be just out by exit 18 on that eastbound side of 84. So seeing some delays in the area because of that, but our drive times are looking pretty good in both directions on east and westbound side out in Waterbury between 25 and 18. Route 8, Seymour to Shelton, it's 5 minutes. We'll take a live look outside in 691 this morning. East and westbound looking pretty good with rather light volume. And along 91 Rocky Hill to Hartford, it's going to take you just around 7 minutes. 691 I-91 to the I-84 interchange. It is a 7-minute drive. Good morning, Tim and Erica.
Good morning, Rachel. Thanks so much. Well, this morning, firefighters are still working on hot spots after a massive fire at an empty factory in Naugatuck.
Yeah, that fire started about 12 hours ago. This is at the former Lewis Engineering building that's on Water Street, and it's impacting more than just traffic. Let's get out to Fox 61's Brooke Griffin. She's live there in Naugatuck with the details.
Yeah, this is a pretty massive fire, or at least it was a massive fire. There's a lot of damage, and slowly but surely, as we're getting a little bit of sunlight, we're able to see some of that damage. Take a look at just how burned out this old factory is. You can see that the firefighters are still putting water on it. This has not stopped since we arrived a couple of hours ago. They are not just waiting for those hot spots to come in or come by. They are actually just continuously putting water on it all morning. They say that they've been at this all night trying to make sure that it doesn't ignite back up. But take a look at what they were fighting earlier. This fire was huge at this old factory building. Naugatuck crews tell us that the fire was called in around 6 o'clock, so about 12 hours ago, here at the former Lewis Engineering building. The building was once used to make electronic parts for planes, but it's been empty for about the past 10 years or so. First responders tell us when they arrived, the fire was so large they immediately called for help from surrounding departments. Those crews have stayed through the night to pour water on the building. They say they took a defensive approach by only getting water on it from the outside. They did not go inside that building at all, and and they tried to get water on nearby buildings to protect them as well. Heavy smoke could be seen through the town last night and a little bit this morning. Officials are asking everyone to keep their windows closed until it dies down. Now, a couple of things that you need to know. The fire departments have Water Street shut down right now between Church and Cedar as they still work to battle this fire. A couple of other things as well. If you have kids in the Spark daycare that's right nearby, that's closed today. We don't know if there was damage to that building. We're still waiting to find out, but it is closed. They also have the rail lines. It appears to be up and running at this point. 10 feet is where I'm standing from these tracks right now. It's very close to this building. They had that shut down for a bit, but we've seen a couple of trains come by, so if you do take this stop from Naugatuck, you should be good this morning. Live in Naugatuck, Brooke Griffin, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Thank you for that update. Certainly, we appreciate it. Well, this morning, state lawmakers are headed back to work at the state capitol for a special session.
Now, these sessions happen outside of the normal legislative session, and they tackle unfinished business for the year. On the agenda today, several issues related to election reform. Fox 61's Angela Bavaro is joining us live right outside the Capitol with a preview this morning. Angela.
Erica, Tim, good morning. Lawmakers are set to consider several pieces of legislation today, but there is one item that's not on the agenda that is getting some attention as well this morning, and that would be rising violence in state corrections facilities. Union leaders telling us there have been 5 incidents of serious assaults by inmates in the past 3 months, with 4 staff members seriously injured. Correctional officers are now asking state lawmakers to add staff by increasing the number of posts in facilities. The Department of Correction says it is looking into those fixes, but some lawmakers agree this is an issue that should be taking priority.
We're working in fear. The staff don't have the resources to keep each other safe or to keep the inmate population safe from inmates that choose violence.
I am meeting with the union. They submitted a plan for staffing. We reviewed it, and we need to sit down.
If I was in charge of determining what priorities are, I would certainly put that ahead of the items that we are going to tackle.
So now let's talk about what is being tackled during this special session this morning. Lawmakers will consider authorizing the Secretary of the State to retain an election monitor to help detect and prevent any irregularities in those elections. And the governor is also asking the legislature to move the date of Connecticut's presidential primary 4 weeks earlier from the last Tuesday in April to the first Tuesday in April. Now, on top of all of that, the House and the Senate, they are also expected to vote on the nomination of Nora Danahy to serve as an Associate Justice on the Connecticut Supreme Court. So a busy day ahead for these state lawmakers. We are live outside the Capitol in Hartford this morning. I'm Angela Bavaro, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Angela, thanks so much. Appreciate the update there. Oh, meantime, at 6:08, new this morning in Simsbury, authorities are searching for the person responsible for vandalizing several mailboxes. Police say this happened on Watson Drive and Harvest Hill Road during the overnight hours on Sunday into Monday. Now, they're looking for help. They're looking for any surveillance video of these incidents. Give them a call if you have any. And a man accused of pistol whipping a person in West Hartford earlier this month is now in police custody. Authorities say they arrested Edwin Franqui at Los Angeles International Airport on September 13th. According to police, he hit someone on the head with a pistol after getting into an argument in a parking lot. This happened in the area of South Main Street and Farmington Avenue back on September 10th. Franqui is also charged in a deadly shooting in Hartford in 2020. He was out on bond on charges related to that shooting that happened outside of a Subway restaurant at Boulevard and Prospect Avenue. 19-year-old Junie Lara Velasquez was shot and killed while driving in that area. Franqui is charged with accessory to and conspiracy to commit murder in that case, and he's now being held on a $5 million bond.
Well, a judge said it could be 2 weeks before a lawsuit can proceed regarding voter fraud accusations in the Bridgeport mayoral primary. That's because of the sheer amount of documents and video that needs to be examined. The State Elections Enforcement Commission worked through the weekend to scan more than 10,000 pages of absentee ballot applications. The panel still has to scan the inner and outer envelopes of the ballots, which officials say can be a slow process because they don't want to damage them.
There's also a very large number of absentee ballot applications, somewhere around 4,500. And there are also a very large number of absentee ballots, inner and outer envelopes. So there's a lot of work to do, Your Honor. This is an unusual case in the respect that I am unfamiliar with any other election case in the state of Connecticut where there is a video that is going to have to be reviewed.
Well, attorneys for the John Gomes campaign are demanding the city release all surveillance video from all 4 of the city's absentee ballot drop boxes between August 22nd through September 12th. Attorneys for the Bridgeport Police Department actually filed a motion to stop that from happening because they're arguing doing so would jeopardize the criminal investigation that's already underway.
Family and friends are remembering a New Milford teen who died in a crash. Police say 17-year-old Julio Gomez died in the crash on Route 7 on Friday. Students at New Milford High School held a vigil to honor him last night. As they remembered his life, officials and community members are calling for more action to make Route 7 safer.
It's frustrating knowing that it's one of the things that if we had had lights put in, would it have prevented it? I don't know, but it would have helped. And that's where we get stuck with our hands tied going, we're doing all that we can.
State Representative Bill Buckey says that he's asking the State Department of Transportation to look at the road. The DOT says it's reviewing potential studies on how to improve safety on Route 7.